The 10 most influential players in NBA history. There have been many influential NBA players throughout history. Today we will see who are these players that is very influential, that they changed the rules, the culture, and the way the game is played in general. At number 10. Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett became one of the most influential players in the NBA for several reasons. Elevating the importance of versatility. Garnett's ability to play multiple positions and do so at a high level helped to redefine the importance of versatility in the NBA. His style of play influenced a new generation of big men who could handle the ball, shoot from the perimeter, and defend multiple positions. Setting the standard for intensity and work ethic. Garnett was known for his intense work ethic and his relentless approach to the game. His dedication and focus helped to set the standard for what it takes to succeed at the highest level of professional basketball. Paving the way for international players. Garnett's success as a high school to NBA player helped to pave the way for other young international players to make the jump to the league. His success showed that players from outside the United States could compete at the highest level of the sport. At number 9. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, commonly known as Shaq, has had a significant influence on the NBA in many ways, including dominance on the court. Shaq was one of the most dominant players in NBA history, and his physical size and strength made him almost unstoppable on the court. He won 4 NBA championships, 3 NBA Finals MVP awards, and 1 regular season MVP award during his career. Popularizing the center position, Shaq's success and dominance as a center helped to popularize the position and highlight its importance in the game. He showed that a dominant center could lead a team to championship success and paved the way for other great centers like Tim Duncan and Dwight Howard. Changing the culture of basketball, Shaq's larger-than-life personality and charisma helped to change the culture of basketball and make the sport more popular and accessible to fans around the world. He was a media darling and a fan favorite, and his popularity helped to elevate the profile of the NBA. And at number 8. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was one of the most dominant basketball players in the history of the NBA, and his impact on the league was significant in a number of ways. Here are some of the ways in which he influenced the NBA. Rule changes. Chamberlain's dominance led the NBA to make several rule changes, including widening the lane and introducing offensive goaltending rules. These changes were made in part to make it more difficult for Chamberlain to dominate the game in the same way that he had been. Style of play. Chamberlain was known for his athleticism and his ability to score in a variety of ways, including dunks, layups, and jump shots. His style of play helped to change the way that basketball was played, and his influence can still be seen in the way that the game is played today. Cultural impact. Chamberlain was one of the first African American athletes to achieve superstar status in American sports, and he helped to break down racial barriers both on and off the court. He also played a role in popularizing basketball in the United States and around the world, and he remains one of the most recognizable and influential figures in the history of the NBA. At number 7. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time and has had a significant impact on the NBA both on and off the court. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's influence can be seen in his dominant play throughout his career. He is once the NBA's all-time leading scorer with 38,387 points, a 6-time NBA champion, and a 19-time NBA All-Star. His signature skyhook shot, which he used to great effect throughout his career, has become an iconic move in the game of basketball. Abdul-Jabbar has been a vocal advocate for social justice and civil rights, using his platform to raise awareness and inspire change. Abdul-Jabbar's influence can also be seen in the way he transformed the role of the big man in basketball. Prior to his arrival in the NBA, centers were primarily viewed as defensive players, but Abdul-Jabbar revolutionized the position by adding a potent offensive game. His combination of size, athleticism, and skill made him a matchup nightmare for opposing teams, and his success paved the way for future dominant big men like Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon. At number 6. Allen Iverson. Iverson's influence can be seen in his unique style of play. Standing at only 6 feet tall, Iverson was one of the smallest players on the court, but he was also one of the most explosive and dynamic. He was known for his quickness, agility, and ability to score in a variety of ways, including his signature crossover dribble, which has become one of the most iconic moves in NBA history. Iverson's impact can be seen in the way he helped to change the culture of the NBA. He was one of the first players to embrace hip-hop culture, wearing baggy clothes, jewelry, and tattoos, and he often spoke out against the NBA's dress code. Iverson's style and personality made him a favorite among fans, particularly young fans, and helped to expand the league's reach to new audiences. And at number 5 is Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was one of the most influential players in the history of the National Basketball Association. He played for the Los Angeles Lakers for his entire 20-year career, from 1996 to 2016, and won 5 NBA championships with the team. Bryant was known for his incredible talent on the court, his work ethic, and his competitiveness. He was an 18-time NBA All-Star and was named the league's most valuable player in 2008. He also won 2 Olympic gold medals with the U.S. men's basketball team. Off the court, Bryant was known for his dedication to promoting the game of basketball and mentoring young players. He was an inspiration to many athletes and fans around the world, and his legacy continues to influence the NBA and the sport of basketball. In addition to his on-court contributions, Bryant was also an innovator off the court. He was a pioneer in using social media to connect with fans and build his personal brand. Bryant's tragic death in a helicopter crash in 2020 was a shock to the NBA and the world. However, his influence on the sport of basketball and the league will continue to be felt for years to come. At number 4 on the list is Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry has had a significant influence on the NBA since he entered the league in 2009. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest shooters and point guards in NBA history and has redefined the way that the game is played. Curry's influence on the NBA can be seen in several ways. Firstly, he has changed the way that teams approach the game. His ability to shoot from long range has forced teams to defend the entire court, opening up opportunities for his teammates to score. Teams have also begun to prioritize three-point shooting and spacing the floor, in order to replicate the success that Curry and the Golden State Warriors have had. Secondly, Curry has inspired a new generation of basketball players. His style of play, work ethic, and humility have made him a role model for young players. Thirdly, Curry has been a leader in the NBA's social and political movements. He has been an advocate for racial justice and has used his platform to promote social change. Overall, Stephen Curry's influence on the NBA has been significant. He has changed the way that teams approach the game, inspired a new generation of basketball players, been a leader in social and political movements, and set numerous records and accomplishments on the court. At number 3 is Magic Johnson. Johnson's influence on the NBA can be seen in many ways. Firstly, he was known for his incredible passing ability and court vision. He was a point guard who could see the floor in a way that few players could, and he made his teammates better by finding them in positions where they could score. His style of play revolutionized the point guard position and influenced generations of players who came after him. Secondly, Johnson was a leader both on and off the court. He was a charismatic and engaging personality who was beloved by fans, teammates, and opponents alike. He was known for his work ethic, his competitiveness, and his ability to elevate the play of those around him. Thirdly, Johnson's impact on the NBA can be seen in his business ventures. After retiring from the NBA, Johnson became a successful entrepreneur and businessman, starting several companies and investing in numerous ventures. Finally, Johnson has been an advocate for HIV/AIDS awareness and prevention. In 1991, he announced that he had contracted HIV and retired from the NBA. However, he has used his platform to raise awareness about the disease and to advocate for research and treatment. Before we proceed to the top 2 most influential players in the NBA, please don't forget to subscribe and smash that bell icon so you won't miss our upcoming uploads all about NBA. And at number 2 is LeBron James. LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most influential players in the history of the NBA. His impact on the league can be seen both on and off the court. On the court, James is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He has won 4 NBA championships, 4 NBA MVP awards, and 2 Olympic gold medals. His unique combination of size, speed, and skill has redefined the way the game is played. He has also been a trendsetter in terms of fashion, popularizing things like the pre-game tunnel walk and the chalk toss ritual. Off the court, James has been a powerful force for social justice and advocacy. He has been outspoken on issues like police brutality, racial inequality, and education reform, using his platform as one of the most famous athletes in the world to draw attention to these important issues. He has also been an entrepreneur, launching his own media company and investing in various business ventures. James' influence on the NBA is difficult to overstate. He has helped to raise the profile of the league, making it a more global and culturally relevant entity. His style of play has inspired countless players to emulate his game, and his advocacy has helped to make the league a more socially conscious organization. And at number 1 on our list in the most influential players is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is widely regarded as one of the most influential basketball players of all time, with a legacy that extends far beyond his playing career. His impact on the NBA can be seen in many different ways. Jordan revolutionized the game of basketball with his incredible scoring ability, athleticism, and competitiveness. He won 6 NBA championships, 5 NBA MVP awards, and 10 scoring titles, establishing himself as one of the greatest players in NBA history. His style of play and incredible success inspired a generation of players to model their games after him. Jordan's influence has been felt in many different ways. He was one of the first NBA players to become a global superstar, thanks in part to his partnership with Nike and the creation of the Air Jordan brand. He also played a major role in the growth of the league's popularity during the 1990s, helping to make basketball one of the most popular sports in the world. Jordan's influence has also been felt in the realm of culture, with his style and charisma making him a beloved figure around the world. He has been featured in movies, television shows, and commercials, and his influence can be seen in everything from fashion to music. Overall, Michael Jordan's impact on the NBA has been immense, and his legacy continues to shape the sport to this day.